Model year 18, beta 300RR, getting zen with my beta. So a lot of you know what this is. This is the capacitor and diode set off of the bike. And I'm going to tell you what I did with mine. And we're going to see if this improves the longevity of them. So in the early years of the oil injection, they didn't cover the diodes very well, and the capacitor was all open, and of course they would corrode, and electrolysis had happened, and all kinds of things, and they would basically stop working. So my 18 had this heat shrunk sheath over it, which for sure wasn't waterproof. It was better than what they had. So what I did was what I see a lot of guys do is did the old plasti dip on it. So at least on the diodes here, I took it off the mount, plasti dipped it a bunch of times. 3 coats is what I did, and I made sure I went back and forth with it and got it down in there. Let it dry. Well, before I let it dry, I actually put the mount back on so it clipped up in there. So obviously if I've got to take this off of here, I'm going to have to break into the plastic coat there, but that should be fine. And then I did not take the heat shrink off of the capacitor because it seemed to be in pretty decent shape, so I just basically sealed it with 3 coats of plastic coat all the way up this far. And then, so this I'm all done with. This guy here, just for abrasion resistance and protectance and just more security underneath there, I'll wrap it in linerless tape. If I had shrink tube, I'd do it. And again, that's just to make it a little tougher. This is kind of a tougher coat. I don't know what's going to happen long term, but we'll see. So we're going to talk a lot about the electrical here. I read a great post, so I'm going to explain in a future video how the electrical system actually works on the beta. And we're going to give credit to the guy that wrote that post because he did a fantastic job, but we're going to talk it through there so people really understand what's going on. So that's it. We'll put it on the bike and we'll report back as we find things out. Thanks much. Don't forget to subscribe.